As I sat across from my husband, I felt the air between us crackle with tension. His eyes, usually so warm and trusting, were now clouded with disbelief and hurt. The DNA test lay on the table between us, a damning piece of paper that revealed our daughter wasn't his. My heart pounded in my chest as I tried to process the fact that the man I had been seeing, the one who had whispered promises in my ear during stolen moments, wasn't her father either. It was a moment that should have shattered me, but instead, it left me numb, as if my body knew something that my mind hadn't yet grasped. Our marriage had been rocky long before the affair, a union of convenience turned into a battlefield where love was a distant memory. My husband's workaholism had driven a wedge between us, leaving me lonely and desperate for connection. That's when I met him, the charming stranger who seemed to understand my unspoken needs. But as the reality of our deception unfolded, I was hit by a wave of doubt. I couldn't fathom how the timing was off, how neither man I had been entangled with was the answer to the question of paternity. In the midst of confusion, I arranged to meet the man I had betrayed my husband with, hoping for answers or perhaps some semblance of closure. As I confronted him, his eyes widened with the same shock that mirrored my own. He insisted he hadn't been with anyone else, and a chilling realization dawned on me. The timeline, the secrecy, and the unlikelihood of it all. There was one other possibility that I had never considered, a night blurred by too much wine and a stranger's allure at a bar I frequented alone. Returning home, I was faced with the wreckage of my choices and the undeniable truth that I had been lying not just to my husband and my lover, but to myself. The real conflict was internal, a battle between the person I thought I was and the one who had emerged from the shadows of deceit. As the pieces of my life lay scattered, I understood that the hardest part was not the betrayal itself, but coming to terms with how far I had strayed from the woman I wanted to be. The twist was not in the revelation of another man's involvement, but in recognizing the stranger I had become in my own life.